You set for Decorah and South Winn. Boy-girl doubleheader, 2 for the price of 1. Larry and I getting double the paycheck tonight. Double times nothing is still nothing, but hey, it's good to be back on the air.
You know what, Darren, it certainly is, and really hope that everybody's geared up, ready for a good night of basketball. One thing I'm going to do tonight, a little different, and that is I'm going to try to keep track of the assists. Because that's something that I think a lot of times gets overshadowed. We look at who scores points, but a lot of times the scoring of the points comes after someone else has been able to give them that extra pass and maybe set them up for a good score.
Decorah will move to our left. South Winn will move to our right. Decorah coached by Bridget Storhoff. Steve Hopert back on the bench for the South Winn Warriors this year. Warriors break their huddle. Decorah already out on the court right now. The tap will be between Brittany Schindler and Caitlin Krigel. Decorah again to our left, South Winn to our right here in the first half. The official tosses the ball up, and the tap controlled by Decorah. Stahlberger left side to Linnea Kephart. Kephart back to Stahlberger, running the show between the circles. South Winn out person to person. Deep on the right side to Taylor Schurring. Schurring holds against Peyton Patishusta and retreats to the midcourt area. Passes on the right wing to Kephart. Kephart lob pass underneath to Schurring at the left block, puts it up, no good. Rebound deflected out of bounds. Last touch by South Winn.
Sorry, Darren, I didn't mean to interrupt, but I'm trying to say the South Winn looked to be in about a 1-2-2 there, or some sort, or a 1-3-1 maybe.
I'll let you decipher here in a second. Schurring inbounds towards Kephart, had it at the left block, lost it, and it's taken away by Abby Hageman for the Warriors, who leaves it for Jordan Pashusta, who dribbles to the front court to our right. Decorah out person to person. On the left wing to Peyton Pashusta. Back between the circles to Abby Hageman. Hageman on the right wing to Jordan Pashusta against Schurring. Left side, Peyton Pashusta to the free throw line, spinning into the lane, turnaround shot, short, got it back, put it up, blocked by Peyton Jurlid. Rebound pulled down by Linnea Kephart for Decorah. Now to Jurlid in transition, left side to Taylor Schurring. Lob pass to Caitlin Krigel at the left block. Nice up and under move, put it off the glass and in.
Yeah, and she's been working on that move, and it's really proven to be very effective in several situations this year, Darren.
1:05 in, it's a 2-0 lead for Decorah. Peyton Pashusta around a screen to the right side, picking up her dribble. Deep on the right side to Abby Hageman, had it knocked away, got it back. She dribbles on the near right wing against Shelby Stahlberger. She dribbles to the corner, bounce pass underneath to Schindler at the right block, puts it up and in. Schindler puts it up and in. We are tied at 2. We're a minute 25 in. Peyton Jurlid with the basketball for Decorah. Veering over to the far right side. Right corner to Taylor Schurring. Skips it over to Stahlberger left side. Stahlberger walked with it. Good closeout by Jordan Pashusta, forcing the turnover, the second on Decorah.
Yeah, and again, Shelby just got a little excited. She was pretty open there.
1:36 in. It is 2-2 the score. Jordan Pashusta will dribble to the front court to our right. On the left side of Peyton Pashusta. Peyton will hold and look against Peyton Jurlid. Skip pass over on the right side to Jordan Pashusta, guarded by Taylor Schurring. Passes over on the left side to Brittany Schindler. Schindler guarded by Caitlin Krigel. Head and shoulder fake to the lane. Goes right side to Jenna Ellsburn. Ellsburn on the right wing against Linnea Kephart. Picks up her dribble. Passes underneath towards Peyton Pashusta. Lost it. Got it back. But a foul is going to be called. I believe Taylor Schurring getting caught with her hand in the cookie jar. First foul of the game.
And again, credit her for some good defense there, except that she didn't need to grab the ball. We had her trapped there. We had 3 people on that young lady from South Winn. We would have gotten a turnover.
Abby Hageman out, and Ashley Walls in for the Warriors. Inbounds it comes on the right side to Peyton Pashusta. We're 2 minutes in. We're tied at 2. Over on the left side of Jordan Pashusta. Jordan bounces between the circles to Brittany Schindler. Schindler picks up her dribble between the circles, guarded by Krigel. On the right side to Jenna Ellsberg, guarded by Stahlberger. Back between the circles to Schindler. Left side to Walls. Walls goes top of the key to Jenna Ellsberg, and they're going to call a nickel diamonds on Shelby Stahlberger, who was guarding Ellsberg tight that time. Stahlberger picks up her first, team second.
Again, that's gotten us in trouble before, Darren, with these fouls way away from the basket. We need to know when to hold them and when to fold them, I guess.
5:33 to play first quarter, 2-2 the score. Peyton Pashusta on the right side stops against Jurlid, went up and came back down with the basketball, and that's going to be a travel on Peyton Pashusta. First turnover on the Warriors.
Right, and credit good defensive pressure there by Decorah.
2-2 the score. Decorah will dribble to our left with 5:26 to play here in the first quarter. Kephart underneath the Kriegel left block, puts it up and in. Kriegel with both buckets for Decorah, and the Vikes take a 4-2 lead.
She can score 100 tonight if they're going to play defense like that, Darren.
5:14 to play first quarter. Jordan Pashusta on the right side, stops at the high post right, goes on the left side to Peyton Pashusta. Peyton dribbles to the top of the key against Peyton Jurlid. Goes on the right side to Ashley Walls, guarded by Kephart. Takes a dribble, goes back between the circles to Jordan Pashusta. Jordan Pashusta holding and looking against Schuring. Deflected pass, knocked away, taken away by Peyton Jurlid. Leaves it for Linnea Kephart, dribbles it across the timeline to the front court to our left. On the left side, it goes to Stahlberger deep in the midcourt area. Left corner to Taylor Schuring. Underneath towards Kriegel. It's over her head. Intercepted pass. Jenna Ellsburn for the Warriors. Now to Jordan Pashusta, and Steve Holfert wants to take a 30-second timeout. We have 4:36 to play here in quarter number one. It is a 4-2 lead for Decorah, and both teams kind of playing like they're still on winter break.
Yeah, a little bit. Couple of turnovers here and there that have been kind of really not forced, but just kind of made. Looking ahead here, I was going to credit assists tonight, and I saw a couple of situations where we've been able to feed Kriegel inside on some really good, what I would call assist situations. They could have shot from outside, Darren, in both those situations, but they chose to get the ball inside.
4:36 to play here in the quarter. A couple of new players in for Decorah. Maria McDonough and Riley Monteith to join Kriegel, Jurlid, and Schuring on the floor for the Vikings. The quintet for South Winn right now is Jordan Pashusta, Brittany Schindler, Peyton Pashusta, Ashley Walls, and Jenna Ellsburn. And it looks like we're having buzzer issues.
Well, what happened is they put up a 60-second timeout, and the coaches only asked for a 30-second.
So do they charge Mr. Holfert with a full there?
I don't know what they do in that situation, but
it's one of those things. The fancier scoreboard gets, the less effective they sometimes are.
better the operator.
Well, that's true. Underneath at the right wing, Jenna Ellsburn to the right wing to Jordan Pashusta, dribbles to the top of the key, right wing to Jenna Ellsburn. Ellsburn stops on the right side against Riley Monteith. Bounce pass on the right wing to Jordan Pashusta, dribbles to the top of the key. Her pass intercepted by Taylor Schuring, and on the way out, Jordan Pashusta fouled her first on the Warriors.
And again, a nice out defense away from the basket. Don't have to foul out there. In fact, that would be giving it back to South Winn if you foul there. So
4:10 to play first quarter. It's a 4-2 lead for Decorah. Decorah ball shooting to our left. Peyton Jurlid takes a couple of dribbles, goes on the right wing to Taylor Schuring. Schuring lob pass to Jurlid, left baseline. Jurlid retreats to the left corner, now retreats to the left wing, goes back between the circles to Taylor Schuring. Schuring on the left wing to Maria McDonough. McDonough holding and looking. McDonough goes on the high post left to Kriegel. Jumper up from there, swish. Kriegel with all six for Decorah. It's 6-2 Vikings, 3:42 to play first quarter.
When has that ever happened before, Darren?
Tonight. Jordan Pashusta, midcourt area, right wing to Abby Hogman. Lob pass towards Schindler, over her head, intercepted by Monteith for Decorah. Now to Jurlid. Jurlid dribbles across the timeline. Jurlid dribbling around midcourt area, crossover dribble to the free throw line, drives down the lane, put up something. It missed. Rebound pulled down by Abby Hogman. In the biz, we call that a force. Jordan Pashusta across the timeline to Peyton Pashusta around a screen right side. Peyton goes right corner to Abby Hogman, and Abby Hogman traveled, trying to get by Marie McDonough. Tess Olinger, Shelby Stahlberger in, Taylor Schuring, and Caitlin Kriegel out. Rebecca Hirsch is in for South Winn. Out is Brittany Schindler.
This is a very critical point right here now with Taylor and Kriegel on the bench.
Kriegel with all six for Decorah, 6-2 lead for the Vikings. Decorah ball shooting to our left. McDonough has it on the left wing. McDonough leaves it at the free throw line to Olinger. Top of the key to Stahlberger. Right side to Jurlid. Jurlid takes a dribble, leaves it high on the right to Tess Olinger. Olinger back to Jurlid, drives to the right block, got up in the air and passed the ball to Stahlberger, and while she was in the air, she was fouled by Waltz.
Yeah, we got bailed out there is what that's called in the biz.
Using my material already?
Trying to.
Was that a New Year's resolution of yours?
It's so good, Darren, I have to.
Stop that. Walls foul, her first, team second. Inbounds it comes to Olinger, right corner. Far right wing to Jurlid. Jurlid driving it towards the baseline, put up a wild shot. It is no good. Rebound pulled down by Peyton Pashusta for the Warriors. 6-2 Decorah, 2:30 to play first quarter. South Winn ball shooting to our right. Jordan Pashusta on the left wing, guarded by Monteith. Takes a couple of dribbles, bounces on the right side to Ashley Walls. Walls goes top of the key to Abby Hogman. Abby Hogman now back on top to Herches. Herches holds and looks. Hand pass back to Peyton Pashusta, guarded by Drillid. Top of the key, right wing to Jordan Pashusta. Jordan Pashusta around a screen to the right corner. Picks up her dribble against Monteith. Right wing to Rebecca Herches. Herches back between the circles to Walls. Walls on the left side to Peyton Pashusta. Peyton Pashusta on the right side to Ashley Walls. Walls takes a dribble, veers to the top of the key, now stops, goes right side to Herches. Herches right corner to Jordan Pashusta, guarded by Monteith. Drives to the baseline, dumps it underneath to Peyton Pashusta, and a layup is good. Peyton Pashusta with her first two. It's 6-4 Decorah. 100 seconds to play, quarter number one. Peyton Jurlid on the right wing to Shelby Stahlberger. Shelby top of the key to Maria McDonough. McDonough on the left wing to Jurlid. Pass over the head of Olinger. Intercepted by Abby Hogman. For South Winn with 1:22 to play here in the first quarter. Jordan Pashusta dribbles to the front court to our right. Veering over the right wing. Dump pass underneath towards the post player, and it's knocked away, taken away by Shelby Stahlberger for Decorah. Now to Jurlid, quickly ahead to Monteith. Left block, puts it up and in. Monteith with the first bench points of the game. It's 8-4 Decorah. 1 minute to play first quarter.
Credit a great pass ahead there by Jurlid.
Jordan Pashusta bounce pass right wing to Abby Hogman. Abby dribbles to the free throw line against Olinger. Stops. Try to get it to Peyton Pashusta. Loose ball being deflected around. Being fought for. Taken by Riley Monteith. And Peyton Pashusta fouled her on the way out. Peyton picks up her first and the team's fourth. 6 new players in the game, including Sandra Zidlicki for Decorah.
And what I'm looking at right now that I'm really liking on my chart is that we have taken no three-point shots on either team. We're working the ball in, and to credit Decorah's defense with not allowing a three-point shot by South Winn.
Into the front court comes Schuring. 40 seconds to play first quarter. 8-4 Decorah. On the left wing, Kephart, lob pass underneath to Sandra Zidlicki. Left block, puts it up and in. Kephart the feed to Zidlicki. Her first two, 10-4 the score. Decorah on top, 27 seconds to play first quarter. Jordan Pashusta around a screen to the left side. Bounce pass between the circles to Peyton Pashusta. And a bumping foul on Taylor Schuring. Taylor picks up her second, team's third. And both fouls have occurred about 35 feet from the basket.
Yeah, and that was what you call a nickel dimer there.
20 seconds left here in the first quarter. Looking to get it inbounds as Brittany Schindler does so to Herches at the free throw line, guarded by Kriegel. Herches takes a dribble, goes right side to Brittany Schindler. Schindler lob pass underneath to Peyton Pashusta, puts it up on the right block and scores. Peyton with her second bucket. 10-6 Decorah. 10 seconds to play first quarter. Stahlberger on the right side takes a 15-footer. It's no good. Kriegel the rebound in the lane, put it up, no good. Rebound being fought for. Zidlicki goes up, had the shot blocked. Kephart pulls it down. Quarter over. 10-6 Decorah leads it after 1 quarter of play. Let's take a break for the A&J Petersburg Agency Insurance and Real Estate. After 1 quarter of play, Decorah leading it. Any conclusions after quarter number 1, Coach B?
Well, both teams are shooting very, very well. Decorah 55 on 5 of 9 shooting, and South Winneshik is shooting 60%, Darren. The problem with South Winneshik, of course, shooting at that clip is they've only taken 5 shots. They've made 3 of them. So certainly the defense right now seems to be the thing that's in charge, and let's hope Decorah can keep up this full man-to-man kind of a press. It's now fell back into kind of a 1-3-1 here.
Herches at the free throw line, dumps it underneath there. It's Kriegel, and Kriegel took the ball away. Now to Kephart, left corner to Jurlid. A three-pointer is up. It's no good. Rebound down to the weak side to Brinley Leibold for South Winn. Outlet right to Abby Hogman. Abby driving right side, bounce pass through the lane, ball taken away by Taylor Schuring. Schuring drives down the lane, puts up a left-hand layup, good. Taylor with her first two.
That was a nice play there, Darren. She made it look easy.
12-6 Decorah. 7:20 to play, second quarter. Abby Hageman on the right side to Brinley Leibold. Skip pass over to Walls, left side. Left baseline to Herches. Decorah going zone this trip. Herches is deflected pass taken top of the key by Hageman. Right side to Leibold, and a 30-second timeout is going to be asked for by Steve Holford. 7:04 to play, second quarter. It is a 12-6 lead for Decorah. Decorah switched defenses at the top of the quarter, going a little 2-3 and trapping out of it, and the Warriors confused on the first three possessions here in quarter number two.
Absolutely. The first two led to opportunities for us to score on steals, and of course this one here didn't look like it was going anywhere either except South. So credit South Winn for taking a timeout in that situation. Also, other than the kind of a forced three-pointer that we just took there just a couple seconds ago, we were kind of getting that ball inside, and South Winn doesn't seem to have a number for it.
Stahlberger, Kephart, Kregel, Schuring, and Jurlid for Decorah. Jordan and Peyton Paschusta, as well as Abby Hageman, Herches, and Schindler for South Winn. On the right wing, Hageman tried to get it underneath. Ball deflected away. Taken by Hageman. Her pass deflected by Jurlid. Taken away by Kephart. Now to Stahlberger. Stahlberger for Decorah brings it to the front court to our left. Bounce pass on the right wing to Taylor Schuring. Taylor takes a dribble, goes between the circles to Jurlid, left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger to the left back, tried to get it off to Kregel, couldn't handle the pass, taken away by Jordan Paschusta for South Winn. 1:25 out of the second quarter, a 12-6 lead for Decorah. Hageman's pass, it was a skip pass, and it's deflected out of bounds by Linnea Kephart at midcourt.
And I like that. Again, when you play defense full court and try to get a little pressure on them, you do not have to necessarily catch or intercept the ball. Put a hand on it.
Herches inbounds to Jordan Paschusta. Leaves it on the right wing to Peyton Paschusta. And a foul away from the ball.
Uh-oh, another one on Shelby.
Shelby Stahlberger will pick up personal number 2, team foul number 4. So Stahlberger and Schuring with all of the fouls for Decorah, and now Riley Monteith going to come in and get Shilbs with 6:24 to play in the second quarter, a 12-6 Decorah lead. Peyton Paschusta, right corner to Brittany Schindler, to Jordan Paschusta, back to Peyton in the right corner. Peyton driving right baseline, her pass deflected by Drillett, taken by Jordan Paschusta at the top of the key. Right side of Peyton Paschusta, 15-footer is up and good. She's got 6. It is a 12-8 lead for Decorah. 6:05 to play, second quarter. Drill it up into the front court, around a screen to the right side. Bounce pass to Monteith at the right block. Monteith had it stripped and a reach-in foul. No, they're going to call it a jump ball between Monteith and Peyton Paschusta. Alternating possession to Decorah. 5:56 to play in the second. 12-8 Decorah.
A young player mistake there. She dribbled with nowhere to go, and she got herself into trouble.
Schuring, baseline right, looking to get it inbounds. Does so on the far right wing to Kephart. Back in the far right corner to Schuring. A three-pointer left short. Rebound deflected, loose, taken by Hageman. Or correction, taken by Ellsburn. Ellsburn for South Wing, now to Jordan Paschusta. Bounce pass across the timeline to Peyton Paschusta on the left wing to Jordan Paschusta in the midcourt area. And Jordan's pass goes over to the far side. And that one almost caught by Melanie Gassman on the bench.
You're right. Almost. Good hands shown by her, almost.
5. So a turnover on South Winn. That is 11 on the Warriors. 5 on Decorah thus far. Right wing, Kephart underneath the Schuring, put it up, no good, but a foul is called. And the game's first free throws will come at the 5:26 mark of the second quarter.
And Taylor's going to make that. I mean, she got fouled, but the girl didn't take her arms off. She's got to put that in somehow.
Brittany Schindler picks up her first and the team's fourth. Taylor Schuring will go to the free throw line. On the season, she is a 56%er. And the first free throw is up and good.
That's a good sign for Decorah right there, Darren. Right now, Decorah has 5 assists. They all in the first quarter. And South Winn I have for 2.
And that's on 5 baskets as well.
Yeah.
Second one coming for Schuring. It is up and good. Jocelyn Bushman into the game for South Winn. 14-8 the score, and Decorah will full court press. Jordan Paschusta at three-quarter court, passes across the timeline to a new player in the game for the Warriors. Peyton Paschusta on the left side. to Jordan Pashusta. On the left wing to Jenna Ellsburn. High on the left to Hertjes. Hertjes a turnaround shot from 8. Fails to fall. Rebound to Kephart for the Decorah. Outlet right to Skuring. She'll jog it up into the front court with the right-hand dribble. Skuring on the left wing to Jurlid. Jurlid on the drive of the lane. Put up a running left-hander. No good, but drew the foul. And the personal will go against Jocelyn Bushman. Her first and the team's 5th. So Peyton will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. She's 47% on the season, Coach.
Excuse me there, Darren, but another bailout there. I don't know if that shot was going to have a chance of going in.
First free throw up and good for Jurlid. 15-8 Decorah. The Vikes outscoring the Warriors 5-2 here in the second quarter. And Coach Storhoff going to take a 30-second timeout with 4:54 to play here in the second quarter. We'll have a boys game coming up after this one tonight. You got 2 in your voice tonight there, partner?
Yes, I do.
All right.
If they're as exciting as this, we're in high hay, they call it.
Anyway, 15-8 Decorah. They led 10-6 at the end of the first quarter. They've increased the defensive intensity, tramping out of a 2-3 zone, and also showing a little extended three-quarter court pressure here in the second quarter. And the Vikes taking advantage of that as well.
Yeah, you bet. And, certainly we'd be remiss at this point in the game if we don't say hi to Ruth.
You bet. Happy New Year, Ruth, and everybody else out there. Peyton just got her first point, second one coming. It is up, it is good. She's got 2. 16-8 the score. Decorah on top. Full court press for Decorah. Inbounds it comes to Abby Hogman. Now to Hertjes. Hertjes' pass deflected, taken away by Olinger at three-quarter court. Now to Skuring. Left baseline to Maria McDonough. Drives the baseline, goes up, shot block, lost it, got it back, but she was on the end line while she did. So it's back to South Winn with 4:41 to play second quarter, 16-8 Decorah. Hertjes will look to get it inbounds, does so to Ashley Walls. Walls' pass deflected, taken by Peyton Pashusta. Pashusta on the push all the way down, put up the shot, short arm the layup, rebound pulled down by Jurlid, and a foul is called on Jocelyn Bushman in the battle for the board. Bushman will pick up her second and the team's 6th.
And again, Decorah came out in a full court press there. Looked like a 2-1-2 trap, and South Winn was confused.
Inbounds comes to Jurlid. She will dribble to the front court to our left. Jurlid driving right side. Jumper up from 10. It is no good. Rebound pulled down by Ashley Walls for South Winn. Outlet right to Peyton Pashusta. On the right side to Hogman. Hogman driving baseline, bumped into and fouled by Maria McDonough. McDonough, personal number 1, team foul number 5. 4:13 to play second quarter, a 16-8 lead for Decorah. Zidlicki, Monteith, and Stahlberger in to join Jurlid and Skuring on the floor. Jordan Pashusta will look to get it inbounds. Does so in the right corner to Schindler. Right wing to Ashley Walls. Walls back in the right corner to Peyton Pashusta. Takes a couple of dribbles. Stops at the right wing. Skips it over the left side to Jordan Pashusta. Jordan kicks it left of the lane to Hertjes. Hertjes goes into lane. Leaves it back to Abakita Walls. Now to Peyton Pashusta underneath towards Schindler. Caught it. Lost it. It goes out of bounds. Turnover number
12
on the Warriors.
An even dozen.
3:53 to play second quarter. Decorah ball up 8, 16-8.
Both teams are kind of running in the mud right now, Darren.
Jurlid, right baseline to Monteith, far right wing to Stahlberger. Stahlberger leaves it right of the key to Skuring. Taylor on the drive in the lane, and a foul is called. And the foul will go against Walls. That will be her second. That'll be the team's 7th. So the Vikes will shoot free throws for the final 3:38 of the first half. Skuring has 4 points, and she is 2 for 2 from the line.
Credit Taylor there with a nice take to the basket with a kind of an open lane there.
First one up and good. So Taylor now with 5, and is that something she can add to her arsenal a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. She should be able to shoot 80% plus on this.
Second free throw up and good. I'm talking the dribble penetration there, Coach B.
Oh, okay.
I'll ask that at the next dead ball. Peyton Pashusta at the right wing. Peyton against Sandra Zidlicki on the right side. Peyton Pashusta back in the midcourt area to Jordan Pashusta. Back to Peyton Pashusta. She's going to take a three-pointer. It's no good. Riley Monteith with the rebound for Decorah. Leaves it for Peyton Jurlett up the near left side. Peyton Jurlett driving in the lane. Stops the free throw line. Kicks it now to Schuring. Left side, Shelby Stahlberger. She'll take a 20-footer. It's long. Rebound down out of bounds. It'll go out of bounds at the South Winn bench. Warriors will play it. 18-8. Decorah, 3:10 to play second quarter.
I don't begrudge Shelby taking that shot, but it's probably not the shot that anyone wanted her to take.
Shelby 0 for 5 on three-pointers this year. Peyton Pashusta on the right wing. Back between the circles to Jordan Pashusta to Peyton on the right wing. Right corner to Schindler. Dumps underneath at the right block to Britton Lee Leibel. Leibel's pass taken by Schindler in the right corner. Leaves it now on the right wing to Jordan Pashusta. Kicks it left side to Peyton Pashusta. Top of the key to Ashley Walls. Free throw line to Brinley Leibel. Right baseline to Jordan Pashusta. Jordan holding and looking, skipping it over to Peyton Pashusta on the far left wing. Peyton on the drive, left of the lane, had it knocked out of her hands by Taylor Schuring. It'll go out of bounds. South Winn will keep it with 2:35 to play in the second quarter. 18-8, Decorah on top.
Taylor doesn't want to pick up a third foul on a play like that.
Schindler will look to get it in bounds. Back between the circles to Jordan Pashusta. Jordan on the near right side to Ashley Walls. Right corner to Brinley Leibold. Goes top of the key to Peyton Pashusta. Near right wing to Jordan Pashusta. Goes in the right corner to Brinley Leibold. Leibold holds and looks against Riley Monteith. Skip past top of the key to Walls. Left baseline Jordan Pashusta. 15-footer no good. Sandra Zidlicki the rebound for Decorah. Now to Taylor Schuring. Dribbling to the front court to our left. Decorah ball up 10. 2:05 to play second quarter. Peyton drill it underneath to Sandra Zidlicki. Caught it at an awkward angle and put it up and in. That was a more difficult play than it looked there, Coach.
Absolutely. Good body control.
20-8. Sandra Zidlicki with 2 buckets. Schindler at the free throw line. Put up the shot. Flat off the rim. No good. Rebound pulled down by Monteith. To Schuring in the midcourt area. On the left wing to Shelby Stahlberger. Stahlberger top of the key to Peyton Jurlett. Jurlett's pass deflected out of bounds by Alex Walls as a new quintet coming in for South Winn with 1:36 to play second quarter. It's a 20-8 lead for the Vikings.
It's a new quartet coming in, actually. 4 players in.
I must be seeing double at some point.
Well, there was a 22 there. Maybe that probably confused you.
Thanks for giving me an excuse there, partner. Top of the key, Shelby Stahlberger on the drive into the lane. She is bumped and fouled by a new player in the game for South Winn. That was Jenna Ellsburn. She is actually the only one that stayed in the game. Shelby will go to the line for the 1-and-1. Jenna, her first, team's 8th.
Come on, Shelby, stick them home.
She is a 62% free throw shooter on the season. First free throw up, it's off the back iron, goes in the air and drops to the bottom of the well.
Nothing but net. As King Searsland would say, nothing but net.
Well, she did make the 2 big ones to win the game over at Prairie du Chien 10 days ago.
You bet she did.
1:29 to play second quarter. 21-8 the score. Free throw no good. Rebound pulled down by Abby Hageman for South Winn. Hageman now to Peyton Pashusta. Pashusta on the left side to Jenna Ellsburn. Top of the key to Peyton Pashusta. Right side to Abby Hageman. Top of the key, Peyton Pashusta. Three-pointer is no good. The rebound to Riley Monteith for Decorah. Now to Peyton Jurlett. Jurlett across the timeline. On the left side to Schuring. Her pass taken away by Hageman to Peyton Pashusta on the left side. Left wing to Jenna Ellsburn to Peyton Pashusta. 20-footer left side up and good. Peyton Pashusta with 8 of the 10 points for South Winn. It's 21-10 Decorah. 50 seconds to play second quarter. Decorah ball shooting to our left. Jurlett on the right wing to Stahlberger. Stahlberger underneath the Peyton Jurlett right block, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Peyton Pashusta. Or against Peyton Jurlett, with Peyton Pashusta taking the charge. Peyton Jurlett with her first, team 6th. 41 seconds to play second quarter. 21-10 Decorah.
Yeah, that's too bad. It looked like she had a pretty good move there, but of course we didn't have a very good angle, Darren.
And to clarify for the listening audience, we didn't have a good angle on that. Peyton Pashusta left side to Jenna Ellsburn. 15-footer is up. It's no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds off the hands of Rebecca Herches. And Decorah will play it with 25 seconds to play here in the second quarter. A 21-10 lead for Decorah. They've outscored the Warriors 11-4 here in quarter number 2. Maria McDonough on the left wing. She takes the dribble, goes top of the key to Linnea Kephart, right wing to Peyton Jurlid. Jurlid lob pass to Kriegel at the right block, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound deflected, taken by Jenna Ellsburn with 7 seconds. Now to Abby Hogman with 4 seconds. Abby Hogman to Peyton Pashusta, driving right baseline, put up a 20-footer. It is no good. The horn sounds, the half is over. It is 21-10. Decorah as we start the second half. Brittany Schindler looks to get it inbound, skips it over to Abby Hogman on the right side. Hogman traveled with it. Decorah came out in that trapping once again, Coach Pete.
You bet. And when they got that skip pass, South Winnishik did over the top. The girl didn't have anywhere to go with it, so she had to travel.
Across the timeline, Peyton Jurlid to the near right wing and Kephart. Kephart right corner to Skuring. Skips it over to Jurlid left side. Three-pointer up, left short. Rebound fought for. Taken by Abby Hageman for South Winn. Or correction, it was Brittany Schindler. Now to Jordan Pashusta. Pashusta across the timeline on the left wing to Peyton Pashusta. In the left corner to Jenna Ellsburn. Left wing to Jordan Pashusta. Bounce pass between the circles to Abby Hageman. On the right side to Peyton Pashusta. Peyton Pashusta in the near right corner to Jenna Ellsburn. Had it knocked away, taken away by Kriegel. To Skuring. Left corner to Jurlid. Jurlid lost control of it. Ball knocked out of bounds by Brittany Schindler.
And there's a situation where we have to control that ball and just wait for people to come down the lane. We had someone wide open going to the basket.
Inbounds it comes to Stahlberger. Lob pass underneath the Skuring. Right block, puts it up and in.
Good out of bounds play there, Darren.
Taylor Skuring with 8. It is 23-10 Decorah. 1 minute into the third quarter. Pass ahead towards Peyton Pashusta. Knocked out of bounds by Peyton Jurlid. This is the type of intensity in games we've seen. I don't know if we've seen this type of intensity out of the Decorah girls.
No, I don't believe we have, Darren. Not for this length of time anyway.
Inbounds it comes towards Jordan Pashusta, knocked away by Kephart. And Kephart yet to control the ball, and the ball will go out of bounds on the baseline to our right, and South Winn will play it from their far end. So, 6:57 to play here in the third quarter. Vikes lead at 23-10. They have outscored South Winn 13-4 since the end of the first quarter. Peyton Pashusta across the timeline with the pass to Abby Hageman, trapped by Jurlid and Skuring. Leaves it for Peyton Pashusta, put up the shot, no good. And, oh boy, a blocking foul is going to be called on Caitlin Kriegel. Kriegel picks up her first, team's first. South Winn will go to the free throw line for the first time tonight. Peyton Pashusta is 53% on the season. She has 8 of the 10 points for South Winn to this point.
That was another one of those calls where we have a terribly bad angle, Darren.
And we do this time.
Yeah.
Sometimes, I got to be honest, sometimes Larry stretches the truth on that statement. Anyone who knows Larry Berlin knows he's honest and straightforward and never teases anything. Second free throw, no good. Rebound to Taylor Skuring for Decorah. So I have to clarify every now and then. Shelby Stahlberger on the left wing, dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it left of the lane to Kriegel. 15-footer is up, it's no good. Rebound near side to Skuring. Skuring goes up, got fouled by Peyton Pashusta, who picks up her second, team's first. And Taylor Skuring will go to the free throw line. She has 8 points. She's 4 for 4 from the line.
Nice offensive rebound there on that weak side by Taylor.
Free throw up and good.
It's a good sign right there. You know, you asked me about one other thing about her dribble drive. I'm sure glad to see her shooting free throws better than what she did early in the year. 5 for 5 tonight. Decorah is 8 of 9. Second free throw up and good. And you didn't even jinx her there, Coach B. I know, I tried, but I didn't have any luck.
25-10 the score. Up on the far side, Abby Hogman lost control of the basketball, taken away by Caitlin Kriegel for Decorah. Now to Linnea Kephart. Kephart at the top of the key on the right wing to Skuring. At the high post right to Kriegel. Kriegel had it knocked away. It is loose. It is fought for. It goes out of bounds. It's last touch by South Winn. Decorah will play it in the near right corner with 6:15 to play in the third. 25-10 Vikings.
Kriegel has to understand when there's 3 girls on you, it's probably not a good idea to try to dribble through them.
Inbounds it comes to Kriegel in the right corner, near right wing to Stahlberger. Top of the key to Kephart, left side to Jurlid, left corner to Taylor Skruring. Skruring on the drive of the lane, and a hold and a foul is going to be called on Peyton Pashusta, who picks up her third, team second. 25-10 Decorah, 6:08 to play here in the third quarter.
There's that same dribble drive we were talking about. South Winnipeg just doesn't seem to have the scores that are going to be able to come back from a deficit here against this defense.
Kephart left to the key to Skruring on the left wing underneath to Jurlid. Goes up, shot blocked by Brittany Schindler. And a loose ball foul is going to be called on Peyton Jurlid in the battle for the loose ball. Peyton picks up her second, team second as well. 6:01 to play in the third, 25-10 Decorah. From the far end against pressure, Schindler has it. Schindler dribbling around midcourt area, now to Jenna Ellsburn. Ellsburn traveled with it. This press just has South Winn all sorts of discombobulated. They have no idea what to do.
Well, they don't have the ball handlers, Darren, to break it.
On the right wing to Caitlin Kriegel. Deep on our right side to Shelby Stahlberger. Stahlberger right corner to Linnea. Kephart, a three-pointer is an air ball. Pulled down on the weak side by Ashley Walls for South Winn. Out of Jordan Pashusta dribbling to the front court to our left. 5:35 to play here in the third, 25-10. South Winn trailing Decorah. Abby Hagman on the right wing. The Schindler had it stripped out of her hands by Skruring, and it goes out of bounds. Warriors will play it baseline right.
Decorah's taken 4 3-pointers, and I would say the closest one to going in was one that glazed the rim. We've had 3 airball 3-point shots.
Jordan Pashusta will look to get it inbounds, does so to Jenna Ellsburn at the right block. Back on the right wing to Abby Hageman. Back in the right corner to Jordan Pashusta. Now to Walls, top of the key. 20-footer, no good. Rebound down to Jenna Ellsburn, and she traveled with it with 5:19 to play here in the third. She might have ended up by the skating rink after that one.
My goodness. She took several steps.
5:19 to play here in the third quarter. It is 25-10 Decorah. Decorah ball shooting to our right. Jurlid to the front court. Left wing to Taylor Skruring. Skruring on the left wing against Ashley Walls. Top of the key to Riley Monteith. Monteith holding and looking against Hirches. Left side to Maria McDonough. Back between the circles to Jurlid, and jumping on top of her unintentionally was Abby Hageman. Hageman will pick up her first foul, team's third.
She took a bad angle for the steal, Darren.
Better tackling than we saw out of the Hawkeyes today. Jurlid around a screen right side, bounce pass underneath towards Monteith, and a foul from behind by Rebecca Hirches. Picks up her first, team's fourth. Good position down low by Riley that time.
Yeah, she held it. That's the key. She was holding that position and really forced the gal from South Winn to have to foul her.
Right corner to Monteith, around the wheel to Skruring on the left wing. Skruring driving into the lane, bumped into and fouled by Ashley Walls. Ashley picks up her third, team's fifth. Boys game might start by 9 o'clock if we're going to get a whistle every 5 seconds. Peyton Jurlid, top of the key.
Not been very clean to this point, Darren.
Jurlid dribbles to the right wing, top of the key to Maria McDonough. On the left side to Taylor Skruring. Skruring vocally calling a set play, kicks it back to Peyton Jurlid in the midcourt area. Jurlid on the left side to Maria McDonough. Bounce pass underneath to Peyton Jurlid. Jurlid gets fouled by Jordan Pashusta, her second, team sixth.
There was an assist situation there, but it didn't come to fruition.
And somehow, with her back to the basket and the ball going to the top of the key, she gets 2 free throws.
Yeah.
Free throw up and good.
No idea. None.
And I'm not picking on these guys. This type of game, very difficult to call.
Not for you, though, Darren. You're calling a great game.
Stop that. You're making me blush. Jurlid's second free throw up and good. She's got 4 all from the line, 27-10 Decorah. Up into the front court comes Brinley Leibold, top of the key to Peyton Pashusta. Peyton takes a couple of dribbles, guns it over on the right side of Jordan Pashusta, retreats to the midcourt area, leaves it on the right wing to Peyton Pashusta, right corner to Rebecca Hirches. Hirches on the right wing to Jordan Pashusta, back in the right corner to Peyton Pashusta, tried to get it to Hirches, held and fouled by Tess Olinger, her first, team's third.
Boy, there's a couple girls out there that look a lot alike on the South Winn team.
And a full timeout is asked for by Steve Holford. 4:01 to play here in the third quarter. It is a lead of 27-10 for Decorah. Let's take a break for Hacker Nelson CPAs and Business Consultants. Decorah led South Winn 10-6 at the end of the first quarter. Since that time, Decorah has outscored South Winn 17-4. We have 4:01 to play here in the third quarter. It is a 27-10 lead for the Vikings.
Next opportunity, I've got a little bit of statistic here for you on shooting, Darren, to this point.
That calculator was ablazing in between the time out there. Peyton Pashusta, right corner, three-pointer is up, no good. Rebound taken by Maria McDonough for Decorah. Ball deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Brittany Schindler. Goal.
Well, I tell you what, Decorah was shooting 55% at halftime. Right now they're shooting 36%. South Winn was shooting 60%. They're shooting 30%.
On the left side, Taylor Skurring. Skurring now to McDonough. Nice backdoor cut into the lane. 8-footer up and good. Maria McDonough with her first two. It is 29-10 Decorah. 3:35 to play here in the third quarter. Dribbling around right side is Pashusta on the high post right to Hirches. Hirches underneath Schindler, goes into the lane. Herky jerks the shot up, no good, but a foul is called on McDonough. Or take two, it's on Tess Olinger, her second. Team foul number 4.
He looks a lot like McDonough.
Well, first free throw up, no good.
Could you help me out here? Again, I think there's a couple gals that look a lot alike on that South Winn team.
Yeah. They may even be related. Schindler will have another looking for point number 3 and looking for the first point in the second half for the Warriors. Free throw up and good. 3:27 to play here in the third. 29-11 Decorah. Decorah ball shooting to our right. Shelby Stahlberger with the basketball, midcourt area. Bounces it on the right wing to Skurring at the free throw line to Sandra Zidlicki. Right wing to Skurring. Skurring dumps it underneath the Kriegel at the right block. A turnaround shot is up around the rim, no good, and a foul is called. They're going to get Sandra for the foul. Correction. Yeah, they're going to get Sandra for the foul. Her first, team's 5th. 3:08 to play here in the third. Vikes with the 1-2-1-1 full court press. Inbounds it comes to Peyton Pashusta. Peyton dribbles all the way through it, tried to get it across the lane to Brinley Leibold, and it's knocked out of bounds by Linnea Kephart.
One thing that girls like to do sometimes, they like to pass off the dribble without taking the ball in their hands. They have a terrible time controlling that.
Jordan Pashusta, left corner to Peyton Pashusta. Ball knocked away. Loose ball taken by Peyton Pashusta. Free throw line jump shot. Air ball out of bounds, untouched. 2:52 to play here in the third. It is 29-11 Decorah. Taylor Skurring up into the front court to our right. On the right wing to Shelby Stahlberger. Lob pass to Skurring. Left block, puts it up and in.
Nice play.
Taylor with 12-6 here in the quarter. 31-11 Decorah, biggest lead of the night. 2:32 to play here in the third quarter. Peyton Pashusta loses control of the basketball. It goes out of bounds. Decorah will have it. Turnover number
19, Darren. Could you tell me what caused that turnover?
Good defensive intensity.
That's right. Decorah's brought their defense tonight.
Well,
as you'll hear in a few minutes, John Carlson, Decorah boys basketball coach, is hoping our defense can be as good as the girls have shown the first half.
In between games, you'll hear, I believe, the initial pregame interview in the career of Coach B.
Yes,
Kriegel underneath the Skurring, put up the shot, no good. Rebound pulled down by Jenna Ellsburn for South Winn. 31-11, Decorah leading with 2:18 to play here in the third quarter. Veering over the right wing side, Peyton Pashusta, right corner to Abby Hagman. Top of the key to Peyton Pashusta, left side, Brinley Leibold. Leibold on the left side to Jenna Ellsburn. Top of the key to Peyton Pashusta, she traveled with it. 2:05 to play here in the third.
And they've been very consistent with that call, Darren.
31-11 the score. Happy New Year to you and yours from Kilmer, Iowa tonight. Darren Swenson, Larry Berlin bringing you a boy-girl doubleheader as Decorah taking on the South Winn Warriors. Kephart, top of the key to Stahlberger, left side to Kriegel, underneath the Stahlberger left side, puts up the shot, no good, loose ball, and a foul is going to be called on Shelby Stahlberger. Shelby will pick up her third. It'll be personal number 6, 1:48 to play here in the third quarter. It's 31-11 the score.
That, again, is something that Decorah needs to continue to work on, and that is if you make a mistake by not having a very good shot selection, don't complicate it by making another one.
Peyton Pashusta up the left side of the floor. Getting by the defensive Kephart, top of the key to Jenna Ellsburn. Top of the key back to Ellsburn from Pashusta. Three-pointer no good. Rebound pulled down by Caitlin Kriegel for Decorah. 94 seconds to play here in the third. It is a 31-11 lead for Decorah. Taylor scoring on the left wing to Maria McDonough, retreating to the midcourt area. McDonough holds and looks, goes on the left wing to Taylor Scoring. Scoring now to Zidlicki. Zidlicki goes up, had her shot stripped, taken away by Abby Hageman. Hageman out of Peyton Pashusta. Peyton dribbles up to the front court. Goes on the left side. Her pass knocked away, taken by Peyton Pashusta. Top of the key goes right side to Abby Hageman. To Peyton Pashusta midcourt area. Right side to Abby Hageman. Right corner to Jocelyn Bushman. Right wing to Abby Hageman. To Peyton Pashusta. Three-pointer is up. It's around the rim and good. And that's the first three-pointer made by either side tonight. 31-14 to Decorah. 45 seconds to play here in the third. Scoring on the right wing to Linnea Kephart. Kephart to Kriegel at the free throw line. Lob pass underneath towards Zidlicki. It hit the backboard. Sadler picks it up at the right block and puts it up and in.
Not what she planned, but it worked.
Oh, come on, Coach B. I've seen the playbook. They have that one in there. Jenna Ellsburn still in the backcourt. Jenna Ellsburn across the timeline to Jocelyn Bushman. Bushman now to Peyton Pashusta. Peyton Pashusta in the midcourt area. Over on the left side to Brindley Leibold. Ball knocked around, taken at the left block by Jenna Ellsburn. Top of the key to Peyton Pashusta with 5 seconds left in the quarter. Right side, Abby Hageman going to take a three-pointer. No good, but Taylor Scoring fouled her on the three-pointer. Taylor picks up her third, team 7. So with 1 second to play here in the third quarter, there'll be 3 free throws coming for Abby Hageman, who is 6 for 10 at the free throw line this year.
Probably not what you want to see happen.
Free throw up, no good. Yes, the game margin not in doubt really right now, but sometimes in games like this, bad habits can be forced, and you don't want that to happen.
No, you just got to take an angle. You want to get some pressure on her, but take an angle so that if you don't get the ball, you miss the person shooting.
Second free throw up and good. Third one coming here for Abby Hageman. It is up and good. It is 33-16 with 1 second left here in the quarter. Horn Sound, they get it inbounds to Stahlberger. Horn Sound's quarter over. 33-16. Decorah leads going to the fourth. Let's take a break for Rockweiler Appliance and TV.
You know, to hold a team to 16 points in 3 quarters is a pretty good job done.
Stahlberger on the right wing, top of the key to Kephart. Kephart drives in the lane, and a jumper up from 12 is good.
Nice bank shot.
Kephart with her first 2 tonight, so 8 players have scored for the Vikings tonight. 35-16 the score. Peyton Pashusta one-on-one with Peyton Jurlid. Lost it, got it back. Kicks it on the left wing to Brittany Leibold. Leibold on the right side to Jenna Ellsburn. Back to Leibold, and a hand pass back to Peyton Pashusta at the top of the key. Peyton Pashusta kicks it around midcourt area. Right side, Abby Hageman underneath at the right block to Bushman. Put up a 5-footer, no good. Ollinger the rebound, now to Kephart to Jurlid. Jurlid dribbles up on the front court. On the right wing to Kephart. Kephart driving to the right baseline. Loose ball, knocked around, taken by the Warriors. Brindley Leibold has it. She'll leave it to Peyton Pashusta, who will pass it across the timeline on the right wing to Abby Hageman. Hageman, right side, left side to Leibold. Leibold had it knocked away. It's loose. It's taken away by Linnea Kephart. 35-16, Decorah, 6:40 to play in this one. Kephart with it on the left wing. Underneath to Riley Monteith. And I guess Monteith lost the ball out of bounds.
Yep, I'd have to call that a turnover, Dan.
Yes, okay. Little confused. Doesn't take a lot. 35-16. Jordan Pashusta on the left side. Left wing to Walls at the free throw line to Jocelyn Bushman. Bushman takes a 12-footer up and good. Jocelyn Bushman with her first two. And we've got a dead ball here and a warning for knocking the ball away perhaps afterwards.
I don't know what that was for sure.
35-18 the score, by the way. Hurl it up into the front court, and she carried that baby. 6:10 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Wouldn't it be nice if you could dribble twice?
Make basketball a little less skilled of a sport, we'll put it that way.
Be a lot like the NBA.
Walls tried to get it on the right side to Abby Hageman, and the ball went through her hands, but apparently it was last touched by Decorah.
That's that same corner we have a bad angle in there.
You know, I got my binoculars out in the car. You might have to get those between games there, partner. Right side, Abby Hageman. Abby Hageman drives in the lane, put up the shot, good. Abby Hageman with four. It's 35-20, South Winn trailing Decorah with 5:50 to play here in the fourth quarter. Hurl on the right wing to Linnea Kephart. Kephart takes a dribble, leaves it at the free throw line to Riley Monteith. Riley back between the circles to Shelby Stahlberger. Stahlberger on the left wing to Peyton Jurlitt. Jurlitt holding, looking. Goes top of the key to Kephart, and a 3-second in the lane call on Riley Monteith. 4 new players coming into Decorah. Or for Decorah. I always get a kick when that's called for the first time at the 5:26 mark of the fourth quarter.
And I was watching Riley. She was not in the lane for 3 seconds.
Outside the free throw line, that's not in the lane, is it?
No.
Bushman takes 20-footer, right side, no good. Rebound pulled down by Abby Hageman. Abby's pass underneath, taken away by Sandra Zillicki, and a foul is going to be called as Abby Hageman showed no regard for human life that time, as Sandra was just on the floor and Abby just plowed into her, quite frankly. Abby picks up her second, team 7, so the Vikes going to shoot free throws for the final 5:10 of this one.
No, Darren, here's the situation. Decorah has a 35-20 lead with about 5 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. This is where they need to put a hammer down here and just take care of this game and get it taken care of. Again, over at Prairie du Chien, we had a similar situation, and we kind of let them get back into it.
Free throw no good by Zidlicki, pulled down by Jocelyn Bushman. 35-20, South Winn leading, 5 minutes to play in this one. Or Decorah leading, I should say. Abby Hageman travels right side.
You know what I'm saying? This is where the Decorah needs to just show that they've taken that next step, which is, hey, we're just going to show you that we can take care of this and put the game away.
Schering dribbles up into the front court. On the left side to Shelby Stahlberger. Stahlberger on the left wing. Right side to Caitlin Kriegel. Kriegel outside the arc, leaves it left side to McDonough. Left baseline to Stahlberger. Back to McDonough. High on the right to Zidlicki. Vikes flexing the offense right now. Schering to McDonough. Left baseline, 20-footer up and good. Maria McDonough with her second bucket. It's 37-20. Vikes up 17 with 4:15 to play here in the fourth quarter. On the left, Rebecca Hirch's turnaround shot in the lane. It is no good. Rebound knocked around, taken by Caitlin Kriegel for Decorah. 4:05 to play in the game. 37-20 the score. Stahlberger driving baseline, puts up a 5-footer up and good. Stahlberger with 3 on the night. 39-20 Decorah. Up to the front court comes South Winn. Pashusta, top of the key to Ashley Walls. Walls on the left side to Jordan Pashusta. Back between the circles to Ashley Walls. Walls on the right side to Abby Hageman. Hageman driving right baseline. Cut off there by Zidlicki. Back in the right corner to Bushman to Walls on the right wing. Her pass knocked away, taken away by Schuring. Schuring out hustles Jordan Pashusta for the ball. Leaves it for Stahlberger left to the lane, and Shelby will back it out with 3:20 to play. Shelby now penetrates, goes into the lane, kicks it right wing to Maria McDonough, retreats to the midcourt area. On the right wing to Shelby Stahlberger. Stahlberger, right corner to Caitlin Kriegel, and a timeout is going to be asked for by Coach Storhoff. Let's see, Bridget, I believe, going to take a 30 here with 3:06 to play. Yep. 39-20. Decorah on top.
And again, Darren, we just talked there about the 5-minute mark about the idea of Decorah kind of putting the hammer down and taking care of business. And here in the last minute and a half, they've done just that. So, that's the thing that teams mature. That's the thing that they show the maturity level, is if they're able to take care of business and get the job done.
McDonough inbounds to Stahlberger. Stahlberger on the right wing, retreating to the midcourt area. Goes to the right side, and Maria McDonough. McDonough on the right wing, takes a dribble, goes top of the key to Zidlicki, left side to Stahlberger. Stahlberger goes up, misses the shot, but beforehand she was fouled by Jordan Pashusta. Picking up her third, team's eighth. Shelbs will go to the free throw line.
And she showed a nice job there, Shelby did, of kind of going toward the basket, making something happen.
Shelby 1 of 2 at the free throw line. One and one. First free throw, no good. Rebound pulled down by Rebecca Herches. Jordan Pashusta dribbles up in the front court for South Winn. She travels with it. 39-20, and that's turnover number 24 on South Winn. Decorah, with as rough and tumble of a game as it is, only 13 turnovers. That's not horrible.
That's not bad at all, considering the type of game it's been, Darren. But South Winnipeg has not put a whole lot of pressure on us full court and forced us into situations.
Jurlid on the far left wing. Jurlid with a head and shoulder fake to the free throw line. Top of the key to Shelby Stahlberger. Kicks it on the baseline to Taylor Schuring. Goes up, scores it, and a foul is called on Ashley Walls.
And that's what I'm talking about with Taylor's finish. Cripes, muscle it in there. You've been working on weights, put them in there.
41-20 with 2:28 to play. And the first and only up and good for Taylor Schuring, who has 15 points tonight. 42-20, and that's the biggest lead for Decorah with 2:25 left in this one.
I'm not so sure she's missed a free throw either.
Now that you bring it up, she's 7 for 7. Along the right baseline with it is Brittany Schindler. She'll dribble into the lane, take a 10-footer. It's no good. Riley Monteith, the rebound for Decorah with 2:08 to play. Peyton Jurlid up into the front side. On the right wing to Shelby Stahlberger. Stahlberger takes a dribble, goes to the free throw line, and Olinger back between the circles to Schuring. Left side to Jurlid. Jurlid with a head and shoulder fake to the midcourt area. Top of the key to Stahlberger. Stahlberger kicks along the baseline to Taylor Schuring. Skips it back on the left wing to Peyton Jurlid, and she traveled with it.
They've been very consistent with that call, Darren.
1:49 to play.
And it's the right call.
Actually 1:45. 9-5. What a way to make a living.
Yep.
There's no getting by. As Jordan Pashusta throws it into the front row. A turnover on South Winn.
25. They're not going to have a very good assist to turnover ratio. Right now they have 2 assists, Darren, and they have 25 turnovers.
So Chofert probably not going to be too pleased with that statistic. Decorah up 22, which is their biggest margin of the night. 42-20. Top of the key, Peyton Jurlid. She is bumped into and fouled by Peyton Pashusta. Peyton will go to the line to shoot 1-1, or actually 2 now, since that is the 10th foul on South Winn. Peyton 4 for 4 from the line tonight. She has all 4 points from the line, make it 5 as she hits the first one. Scoring 15, Kriegel and Zidlicki with 6 for Decorah. Second free throw up and good. Now Jurlid with 6 for the Vikings. 44-20, the Vikings on top. Boys game coming up after this one. Three-pointer from the top of the key for Schindler is an air ball. Rebound saved inbounds to Linnea Kephart, now to Peyton Jurlid. Jurlid will jog it up into the front court. Jurlid on a bounce pass right side, taken away by Walls. Walls up the left side of the floor. Walls put up the shot, good. 4 bench points now on the night for South Winn, 44-22, 53 seconds to play. Up into the front court comes Decorah. Kephart on the left wing to Jurlid. Jurlid kicked it back to the midcourt area, but ran it down with 42 seconds to play. Schurring has it on the right side. Schurring. Her pass taken away by Peyton Pashusta. Peyton will dribble up into the front court for South Winn with 30 seconds to play. 22-point lead for South Winn. They trailed by 4 at the end of the first quarter, but Decorah took over the game from there. Schindler's turnaround is no good. Rebound pulled down by Peyton Jurlid, and the Vikes can pretty much dribble this one out. Decorah will get a 3-game winning streak now, as they will win tonight by a margin of 44-22.